How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Back to yet another review. A little bit of colorful, funky Buddha time in the form of their I'm So Excited, I'm So Scared Imperial Coffee Stout. First things first. Thank you very much, Jebediah, for sending this down. Thank you very much, Carson. I've said that because I love. He's Carson, not Jebediah. Carson sent this off with a nice bomber pack of a bunch of different beers, and he sent me stuff before, and I always butchered his name. I don't know why. Very memorable name, so I'm gonna start calling him random shit just to make it funnier and stuff. But thank you very much, brother. Super excited to give this a whirl. This has been sitting in my fridge for like close to a month, but I've been moving and I haven't had time to really get to it or anything like that. And I just opened my beer fridge and I'm like, I want to drink this beer. Why? I'm in the mood for a stout, mood for a coffee stout. And I just like old school, silly funky Buddha labels, you know? They're doing like a rebranding with a lot of their beers. Mostly it's the barrel-aged stuff, but, you know, they're kind of just not doing this goofy shit anymore. And it just kind of tickles me pink that they do it, so, yeah. As far as what it says on the beer, it says, I'm so excited, I'm so scared, Imperial Coffee Stout. It's a coffee stout with vanilla added. It says here, it says, hey there, Tiger, lose control and like it. With a little, I'm so excited, I'm so scared. This ferociously coffeed Imperial Stout is just like grabbing a booth at the Max, then hunkering down for a study sesh with a big old pot of Joe. This coffee is so fresh, it makes Keep Alert look like candy. Rock and roll, you ain't seen nothing yet. So there you go. Little Buddha Small Batch Series is part of that. It's 10% alcohol by volume, done and done. Label-wise, I like it. I'm not going to say I loved Funky Buddha's goofy labels, but now since I've kind of departing away from them, I'm kind of getting a little bit nostalgic, so I dig it. So here we go. Let's give her a pour. See what she's got. A little bit of 10% coffee stout at 10 p.m. at night on a work night. That's how you do, baby. So yeah, give her a rough pour. And it's coffee and it's vanilla. In a stout, so you're not talking an ape shit amount of adjuncts here, which is what Funky Buddha is known for. Just under a pinky finger, what I like my coffee to look like, colored head. We're off to a good start. Nice creaminess to it, uniform compact bubbles, and chibi dark. They definitely get the body darkness thing down with their stouts, so I'm definitely not expecting a little bit of thinness on this one. See to get a nose. I get in equal parts beer, roasted malts, nothing too crazy, nothing too bittering. Coffee, nice roastiness, and nothing too, it's not like, I don't know if it's cold pressed or regular. I'm getting vanilla. That's what I'm getting. Who would have thunk it? It's a coffee vanilla beer and a stout. I get stout, coffee, and vanilla. A little bit of like lactose-y vibes. I don't think it's in there, it's just a bit of creaminess. A little bit of vanilla kind of going in there, somewhere outside of that base of vanilla kind of nose. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. Guess what? I get coffee, I get vanilla, I get stout. Slightly uneven amount still. Not a bad thing. The vanilla leads the way here. It's coming off marshmallow-like. That's cool. It's definitely the leader in the pack. Sweet, but not overly sweet. But let's put it this way. It's not super sweet for Funky Buddha beer level sweetness. But in general, it is a sweet beer. But it's a vanilla coffee Funky Buddha beer, so you expect the sweetness. Coffee comes in next. Nice roastiness to it. Nice roastiness to it. A bit of bittering to it, which is welcomed with the amount of sweetness going on. And then you kind of make way for the stout. You know, again, a bit of roastiness to the stout, probably a little bit of bitterness along with that too. Nice body to it. Done and done. This isn't high level thinking here. We're not dealing with kind of, you know, a Mensa level beer. We're dealing with visceral deliciousness. And there's, again, nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how nuanced and how there's multiple layers to this beer. It's not. It's simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and that is a beautiful thing. It's all I have to say about it. To be perfectly honest with you, there's nothing else to say. It's a stout with coffee and vanilla, and it's done really, really well. done. And it's delicious. That may sound like a negative, but it's not. Sometimes you want simple. Sometimes you want easy. Sometimes you just want something good without having to think too hard. That's the spirit of tea. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's one of the better adjunct-laden stouts I've had as of late. Definitely worthy of being in the conversation. Might not be number one, but it's absolutely delicious. Value and availability. It's Funky Buddha. I assume this might be a shelf thing, but I could be wrong. Maybe Carson or Jebediah or anybody out there could chime in on this one and leave you with, if you like what? Well, you like this. If you like coffee stouts with vanilla in them. I mean, not to hammer home the basics and be so simple and on the nose like that, but that's what this beer is. It is a really well-made vanilla coffee stout. If you like those, you like this. So there you go. Down there, if you want to talk about it, check me out. Social medias, type in Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing my podcast thing, type in Beer Massive. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice vanilla coffee stout right now. I hope to see you next time. Cheers.